How y'all doing? What's up? All right, y'all. So hip thrust. I already did 2 sets. I got 4. First set, I did 550. Just this, and then it actually went better. It's weird because like I started my warm up. The last set I did before I started, I decided whether I wanted to do the working set, whatever. Let me talk. The warm up, the last warm up set was feeling heavy, so I was just like, I don't know if I'm going up. But you know, it fakes you out. It's tricky because I think too it feels heavy because your body hasn't felt it in a while, meaning all weekend, and so it's like, oh, this feels heavy. But again, that's why you do the warm up. So I look at it like you doing the warm up. Yeah, it's gonna feel heavy when you do it, but like give it like how would I put it? Like maybe like a minute or two after. I think it wakes up. It's like activating something. Like, okay, all right, cool. We're about to hit it. So because it's weird because right when I started my working sets, I hit and exceeded the reps that I wanted to do. So you can't I guess what I'm trying to say, you can't let that discourage you. Like the warm up sets are feeling kind of heavy. I mean, you can use it as a guide, I feel like, but it's not always consistent for me because I just push past that and I'm like, hey, that's the warm up. Okay. I got to do the warm up so I can wake everything up, if that makes sense. So with all that said and done, I did the first set and I got 9 reps. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then I went up to, I just added 5 to each side, this little guy right here. Hey, is that Rachita? I see your little, I always notice your little icon picture. So I just look right there. Hey, y'all. All right, cool. So that's that. Let's see, I got probably got some little stories for you guys. Not probably, I do. But you know, honestly, I was like, I'm not going live when I'm doing my hip thrust. Let me get this out the way so I don't really have to be distracted by y'all. Y'all be distracting me. But I was like, nah, y'all need to see the work being put in. So here I am. But I'm not gonna do any story times until I get done. At least with this, so I can focus. Hey y'all, good morning. All right, here we go. Don't let me hype myself up and then I do my set. You guys are like, what happened to those big reps that you were talking about? Yeah, whatever. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm telling you. Last thing I'll say before I go, right here. You'll be surprised. Not really. You can get your confidence up when you're like in a room full of people on the live, but you just have to like be like none of y'all really matter at the end of the day. Yeah, y'all matter because I got some good writers in the comments for sure. But in the grand scheme, it's up to me. You know what I mean? How I feel about myself and my capabilities and how I feel about, you know, how I look and everything. You know, y'all can just talk all day. You feel me? Good, bad, whatever. At the end of the day, it's me. Some people get affected by what people say online. If anything, you use it as fuel, or you say, okay, noted, cool, I'm coming back better than ever because y'all saying some stuff. Like, use it like that. All right, here we go. You know, I be thinking I'm all philosophical and stuff. Whatever. Y'all ready? This is crazy, yo. This is it's crazy. Like, but you gotta black out. You gotta really black out. All right, here we go. Whew. 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 I'm telling you, you gotta do that. I'm serious. Like, there's no other way. Like, I know people like I see the mirror right here. I know people. I know people are like, bruh, is it that? No, no, no. It is. You gotta do that little breathe. You gotta do that little hype up stuff. A little hype up breathing. You gotta do that. And then two, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like subconscious. You're like, whew, whew, like, like I don't know. This is crazy. No, it's a thing. Like, go look at people who are really pushing some weight. I know this guy though over there. He don't really make any sounds. It's kind of crazy. But I put together what I think about him. Not that this makes a difference, but I definitely know he's on steroids. Like at first I didn't know, but I know he is now. Like I know he is. Like I hate to say it, but like I'm not even talking about people. So I said to say that like I'm not saying it's easy for him because I don't really know. You still got to put that work in. But I'm not. I'm gonna just compare myself to like if I'm gonna compare, it'd be like natural people. You can't get. How can you compare yourself to somebody who's enhanced? Right? It's just apples and orange. I almost feel like it's apples and oranges. But like I said, you got Sam Sulek. I know I brought him up before. He does the whole hype up game, like, woo, woo. Like the whole like, and I'm not copying. I'm just like when I watch this video, I was like, he does what I do. Like, he gets it. You know what I mean? So, like, I was playing Sam, like last year, and I don't know, we kind of crazy because like I kind of was like into him, or whatever, and I would play his videos like I'd be in the kitchen or something, and my son would like come over and look at my phone. He's like, "Is somebody dying?" Like, no, 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 because he was like making crazy noises. He was like, "No, legit, like, is somebody dying?" But anyways, yeah, y'all. So what do we got? Let me get up. Let some blood flow. The thing here that's actually kind of made a difference, but I don't know. It's just because I'm getting a little bit more efficient moving the weight. Remember I told you it's a muscle and it's the nervous system. I'm telling you, look it up. I can't explain it well, but your body gets adapted, so it can fire. It's firing. So with the hip thrust movement, you gotta know these cues. So it's not just like thrusting. Like if you can help it, get that little at the top. You're like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if you can. Can you see me? You see me like when I was at the top, I would really try to push through. But you got to be careful because I saw this girl over here. I was literally over there peeping in the corner. I'm looking at her and she's like doing something with her lower back, and I was like, no. But I wasn't gonna say anything because I don't know. Whatever. She can figure it out. At the end of the day, I don't know. It would have been too weird, like the way it was, because then you start embarrassing. It's like telling somebody. I know this sounds crazy. It's like telling somebody they have a booger in their nose. It's like it'll blow out eventually. No, look, this lady who braided my hair this week, I went to this braid place and she had a booger in her nose, and I was just like, just don't blow it on me, okay? Like, anyways, sometimes you don't tell people. I feel like it's the same thing in the gym. They'll figure it out. Anyways, you guys are probably like, that's gross. Whatever, it's all natural, it's all life. One time, I was at the pool with this guy I was talking to, like, way, way back, and he had a booger in his nose, and he just went underwater. He went underwater and came back, it was gone. So I was like, I didn't have to tell him. So, anyways, and I haven't told him to this day. So, it gets crazy out here. You don't gotta tell everybody everything. Thanks for defending me, Tabito. Hey y'all, what's up? She is for sure. I did this exercise over the weekend. Oh yeah? You think so? Yeah, you got to be careful. A short documentary on this before. It actually gives you like a crazy burst of power. Which one? The Are you talking about the breathing, or are you talking about what are you talking about? See well. Hey y'all, I'm checking in with y'all. Who got deleted? I saw when I got over. I saw like all these. Yeah, oh, you did? Okay, let me know what that documentary is because I'd like to see it. It's like, I mean, I'm telling you, it's just I don't think I'm not even exaggerating. I don't see it any other way in that if I walked up to the weight and just like was quiet and just breathing like my regular breathing, I just don't think I'd be ready. I kind of do like this little thing where I don't know if I'm like imagining how I'm going to be breathing during the set. I'm kind of prepping myself like, whew, like that. So I don't know what to tell. I don't. It's kind of like if somebody actually made me describe it, I wouldn't even know how to describe it. It's just like something that happens. But yeah, it's all good. So we got one more of these. Anyways, yeah. Long story short, so I got my hair. Well, obviously I got my hair braided. You know what? It's kind of crazy. Like I was watching like a clip back from my live on Friday, and you just get so busy, you're not even paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. I get up in the morning, come to the gym. My hair is so easy because it's braided, so I just like put it back in the ponytail, or whatever. But then I was looking back at my clip, and I was like, oh yeah, it's time. Like it was time. I took my hair off Friday night. That worked out perfectly though, because since I got these 2 days back to back, I took my hair out on Friday. Saturday I washed it. Sunday I braided it. It's like cool. I'm not rushing. I'm not like, if you know, you know. Taking your hair out, then washing it, then blow drying it, and then doing all that like back. I used to have to do that like all in one day. You know what I mean? And it was just like I was rushing. I'm like, am I pulling my hair out? I know some of y'all can't relate. All right, let me do the last one. You feel me? So I went to this braid. So I found this braid place. Good review. It seemed like good reviews, right? I'm not gonna tell the whole story right this second, but I mean, I ended up getting my hair braided, but it was like a little bit of like a weird little situation with that. I'm gonna tell y'all. All right, here we go. Actually, before I got on here, so what I've been doing is I've been kind of like pushing myself to go to like as many reps as I can, obviously. But again, doing those half rep, like even not having the power for the very last rep, it's hard to rack it when I'm failing. So I did that twice before I got on here. I couldn't rack it. So I had to drop it. But I don't really count that as failures because it's just a rack. I came all the way up. I just couldn't, you almost have to come up higher. And then, so when you see me and it looks like I'm really like aggressively trying to pull it back, I am because that's the only way. It won't rack by itself, if that makes sense. It'll just be up. It's up to you to like pull it back, if you get what I mean. So, but when you're failing, it's like, all right, y'all. Two. Two. Hold on, let me get in position. Whew. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. See, same thing. It's all good. I warned y'all. Okay, it's all good. I'm not stuck. I'm not hurting. Like, I'm not dying. Like, it's cool. I'm gonna just look. I know you guys are like, is she okay? No, I'm fine. But like, every week, I do this every week, right? So sometimes I'll be kind of like scared or whatever, and I'll be like, I'm not gonna go down for that next one because I'm not gonna be able to rack it. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but like, unless you feel that you're gonna have enough power to do the last rep and then go ahead and rack it. So I kind of been, I'm like, oh, can I go to 8 or should I stop at 7? So I might stop at 7. But on the flip side, hold on, let me try to get this back up so I can rack it. You remember I was telling you guys about timing? You just got to give your muscles some time to do whatever they're doing, but they may not be able to recruit anymore. So let's see. One time I waited and tried to rack it, and I still couldn't rack it. It took me like 2 tries because I'm coming from this weird compromised position down here. I don't think this is a good position to lift off it. All right, here we go. If not, I'm gonna just get out and take the weights off. It's all good, but let me see if I can do it. All right. It's all good. Because you can do that. If you can't rack it, at least you went and got your reps in. Do you get what I mean? You went for those reps. So who's to say that you? I'm trying to think what other exercises you can do that with. Hey, you guys see me? What other exercises you can do that with? Where you can like go to failure and then drop it. Squats, back squats, that's tricky. If you know how to bail, you could go down. I'm guessing, and then if you can't get back up, you gotta like drop it. You feel me? Or spotter, or have the racks. Sometimes it's okay to like go till failure, and you know you can't get it back all the way back up or rack it. So, but you still got that work in. What else? Probably not bench press. I don't do that though. So, what else we got? I'm coming checking with y'all in a second. Just putting these weights back. Um, I mean machine stuff a lot of times. Who put this here? Don't like. I feel like it's standard. The bottom peg is always going to be for 45s. Always. They label them here, but you're never going to put a 25 at the bottom. Hey. All right, y'all. So, oh, let me tell you. Okay, so long story short, I went to the braid plate. I went to the beauty supply store to get some hair to get my hair braided, right? So I'm like going through because I be trying to do like different stuff. So I be going to different stores to see like who's got the cute colors and stuff like that. And I don't be doing the butt length hair. So that's another thing. I be doing shorter hair. So I gotta find that with the shorter hair with the cute colors, right? I went to this one place and I was about to leave, and I went down another aisle and I found like this little curly thing called this is like the French curl, whatever. And like I kid you not, I spent like 20 minutes on that aisle. And this, another lady I met on the aisle, literally, we were getting the same type of hair. I was like, have you gotten this hair before? She's like, no. Have you gotten this? And I was like, no. And she was like, no. And so like we were just like trying to figure out. Okay. Long story short, I made my appointment at 5 a.m. yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, they should be able to braid with it. If you look at different videos and pictures and TikTok online, the girlies The girlies are saying, "Oh yeah, you can do it," because this particular type of hair is real soft and stuff. I was asking AI mode on Google, can you braid with this hair? And then like it was like, yeah, you just gotta watch the braider. So AI tried to warn me. It was like, watch the braider. So I get there, and she's all the braider's all like, oh, I can't with the size braid you want, it's not gonna come out right. So I'm like, is it you or is it me? So then she's like, let's go talk to the manager. I was like, "Oh, now we gotta talk to the manager. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We could be talking to managers. Oh man. So then this little go-between girl, see, it's weird. Whatever. Maybe I'm just venting. But this little go-between girl, she's like, oh, we're not gonna be able to service you right now. I'm like, what? Why can't you just try to go ahead and braid it? There's like 10 braiders in here, 12 braiders. Yeah, but none of them know how to do that. Hold on, I'm still putting stuff away. So I was like, for real? Like nobody can do it. You want me to come back later? They were like, well, we don't know. So I was like, all right. No, because the go-between lady, she was kind of weird. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little snippy with her too. I was like, girl, no, I'm not listening to you. So I don't think she liked that. So then all of a sudden she came back. She's like, you know what? Don't even come back later. We can't service you. I'm like, because you guys can't figure out how to do the hair with this hair. So, anyways, the guy owner, there's two owners. The guy owner was there. He was like, nah, nah. Actually, I started walking back to go get my stuff. I'm like, look, and that's what I be telling y'all. People don't want you there. If people don't want you there, people don't want you around. It's like anything in life. People tell you people tell you. Don't be trying to beg them to stick around and stuff. So I turn around, go I'm trying to grab my stuff. Like I'm not messing around with y'all this early. I'll figure it out. So then, so then this one lady's like, what's happening? What's going on? This braider. She's like, I can do your hair. Don't leave. This is weird. I was just like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? You know? Meanwhile, the lady who said she couldn't do it, she's like, oh, I got small hands. I was like, I don't care about that. Like, I don't care about none of that. Okay, hold on. So the one lady who actually ended up doing my hair, she's like, oh, I can do that. Some people just don't know how to do it, but I'll do it. So that was weird. And I was like, okay, all right, go ahead and do it. It's cool. I mean, I feel like it ended up fine. I'm fine with it. You know? It was something I'm trying too. You know, it's like something I'm trying. And so long story short, I gotta take this outside, y'all. Long story short, so she braided my hair. Okay, so then I went on TikTok when I got home to look up the place because I was like, oh, okay. Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm doing all this talking and stuff. I gotta put these. So, okay, let me, I'm doing all these, like, I'm trying to talk. And then, so this same braid place, there's various different girls on TikTok, like, don't go there. They be trying to kick you out for no reason. One girl, she had a clip on her page, and it was like, they kicked me out because I told them I didn't like it. One lady, she had her daughter going, and then they kept redoing and taking it out and redoing. So I'm here in Houston. I don't know if I should tell you the name. I don't know, because I don't care about blasting folks for real. I mean, at the end of the day, they did my hair, but it's just like they definitely got issues. You feel me? I'm not the only one. It's like you can't even tell people. Basically, bottom line is, I could sense like as soon as you be like, hey, let's work it out. I I came with hair that's not typical type of hair. I get it. Actually, when I was leaving, another girl came in. She came in with human hair. So this is synthetic. So, okay. She came in with human hair talking about, oh, I got sensitive. I'm sensitive. I can't use the fake hair or whatever. So they were all like, we can't do that. They just be kind of like real snooty, like, rather than like, hey, we gonna work it out. That's the problem with them. So we'll see. They opened it less than a year ago. I don't think I'm going back. Okay, whatever. So let me take this outside. I gotta clean up. I know you guys are like, shut up. No. I feel you. I just sometimes you gotta let it out. One guy, I was talking. No, I wasn't talking to anybody. I be feeling like I'm talking to folks, but I'm not. I was watching YouTube. No, it's kind of like talking to each other. He was all like, sometimes you just gotta get it out. I don't know if I subscribe to that, just because who wants to use social media as like therapy or like a vent session or a friend? Not necessarily. But I'm not gonna lie, people do all types of stories. Some people have their whole channel as a story time channel. All they do is tell stories. You know what I mean? So I'm carrying this. You gotta put your stuff back. I mean, I know folks who just leave their stuff around. So don't be that person. Hold on, stay right here. I'm just gonna walk right over here and put this over here. So, you know, okay. But no, it's not that I'm venting. It's just truly like, hey, this is stuff that happens. Just kind of keeping up with, what's going on. But long story short, I think it's cute. I think it's cute enough. That's the bottom line, right? It's all right. It's kind of we're gonna see when it starts getting sweaty how it really ends up. But all right. So we're gonna be doing some lunges. I'm gonna go get my stuff, and we're gonna come back outside. So what else I gotta tell y'all? We'll get all the housekeeping things out of the way. Um. So on Saturday morning, I walked over to the little clubhouse in my apartment, whatever, and got 2 cups of coffee. Just because I told you that when I'm coming off my pre-workout on the weekends, I need to, I can't go cold turkey. I mean, we figured that out by now. So I was okay on Saturday. But since I was rushing, see, that's why I tell you all this. I was rushing to get to the appointment on Sunday to get my hair done. I didn't really do a whole bunch of like caffeine stuff. I just drank like half a cup of coffee. It probably wasn't enough, but I didn't have a headache or anything. It was just more like, a little bit drowsy, or not drowsy, but like sleepy and stuff. All right, let me catch up with y'all. What's the diet? Not good. It's not like what you think. I'm telling you, I've been eating spaghetti. I don't know, it's just easy. It's like spaghetti. Look, you guys want me to be honest? Because I'm like honest on here. I think it's better to be free and be honest with y'all. I've been eating spaghetti. I've been eating tuna. I'll go to Subway and I'll get a tuna sub. So I get the foot long. I can do about 75% of that. And then my stomach feels like it's like getting big. And I'll like wait a little bit and then eat the rest. I feel like I used to be able to crush a whole foot long. But I'm not gonna lie, don't do that. Don't start stretching your stomach out. You'll know. I think since I know how to portion control, my stomach is at a good size, if that makes sense. Some of y'all be having all these stretched out stomachs. That's not cute. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? So I need to get ready to go outside. I'm already sweating. I can go I could go over there actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm concerned about I just think it's gonna be really hot and my hair is gonna be sweating everywhere. My hair, not my hair. My hair is gonna be in the sweat. So we're gonna see. When I got home yesterday, this was different. Here's why. I had a new lady. Well, obviously I went to this new place. She was braiding real tight. If you know, you know. So I get home and my scalp is like, oh my gosh. Like you gotta like lay on your face in the pillow. I'm telling you. Let's just go right over here to the dumbbell rack. All right. We'll go over here to the dumbbell rack. I'm sweating like crazy. All right. Um, I feel better now. But I had to tell her when she got to the top, I was like, getting too tight. She's like, oh, my bad. But it's all good. I mean, it was, I'm not gonna lie, when she was braiding my hair and when I got home, I was like, I'm not getting my hair braided anymore. It's, you don't get it. If you're not a black girl who gets her hair braided, then you kind of just don't understand. It's like, it's the tension. All right, what's up with y'all? Let me catch up with y'all. Hey y'all, no, I don't compete. I appreciate you. You always hyping me up. I appreciate. Quick but yeah, I know spaghetti. I don't know what it is. No, because I'm not gonna. I don't know if you guys. I'm sure you guys knew it, but pasta has protein in it, a little bit. So I'm like, okay, you get the protein there, kind of. And then I'll do like the ground beef, and I'll mix it with sausage. My mom taught me that. It hits. You don't get it. Like, try it. Buy the ground beef and the ground sausage. Mix it together. You know, it gives it a whole nother. Mhm. All right, let's do some warm up sets. I mean, some days are going to be a little bit more talkative than others. I feel you. Meaning, I'm going to either talk to myself or I'm going to be talking to y'all. All right. I'm trying to get a feel for, do I like how this floor is feeling? You know, if you guys have been around, you've heard me talk about how this floor is it's like, I keep saying it's squishy, but it's like padded versus, this is completely flat. Like, you feel me? People are probably like, what is she doing? No, 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 they'll get it. So typically I'll just come over here. It's stability. I'm telling you. That's why you can't, I told you guys this before. You can't lift weights in cloud foam, air, whatever's. No, you gotta have stability, push through your heels, have a flat surface on the ground. So where am I at? Let me grab some more weight. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, thank you. I saw you put your hair up too. I was like, cute. Yeah. No, I'm trying something. This is a little French curl thing, you know? I got the hair. Yeah, but I went to the braid place and they were acting like they didn't know how to use it. They were like, oh, it's too soft to braid with. I was like, man, find somebody. No, but they ended up, I went there. Yeah, I went there yesterday. No, I gotta tell you the story. They almost tried to kick me out because I was like, I know you got somebody here to braid. Right. I was just telling them on the thing. I was like, I went to some TikToks. They were like, they're short with people. Like, if they think you're gonna complain, they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, we're not gonna be able to service you. Okay, you don't gotta do that. They try to do that with me. I was like, I'll come back maybe an hour or two. Some other braiders come in or whatever. But at the end of the day, I wasn't begging. I was just truly like, I know you, because it was like one girl was like, I got small hands. She's like, I got small hands. No, but then they also said, since you want large, you should, she's like, do the medium or small, and then we could probably do it. But you know, I like the large, and I don't like sitting down for a while. Anyways, one lady, well, I packing up my stuff and everything, and she's like, no, 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 I got you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. She did it. So we'll see. The thing is, I'm getting hot. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, what kind of things do I want to do with it? You know, something like, we'll see. They'll do it out. You think, but that's not gonna dig into the braid. I'm coming, y'all. It shouldn't. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm gonna talk to you. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna call you maybe like later today, or maybe like, yeah. Okay, cool. We'll talk. But anyways, y'all, my bad. Hey, y'all. Look, I gotta talk to my gym peeps. You feel me? Okay, so right, the girl I was just talking to, she was like, "Yeah, you should go to this braid place." I told her, I was like, "I went there. That's the place I went." All right, here we go. Okay. You know, when I see people lift weights, well, from what I've understood, you're gonna lift your warm up sets are gonna be kind of like as powerful as like your working ones. Okay. Like, even though that wasn't that heavy, but I was like really trying to push through the heels. Like, because when I get to my working stuff, then I'll already be like ready. Who we got? Hey, Alex. Hey, everybody, shout out Alex. Shout out Alex Scott. Always showing love. I appreciate it. See, that's what we need. We need love up in here. We don't need any haters. We don't need. Look, I'm not even really checking for y'all, the haters today. Not that I do. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Because I know Tabito, first of all, is handling it. At the end of the day, whatever. Look, y'all wake up in the morning, first thing for breakfast is hate. What's on the menu? Hate. Just hate. Okay, so no, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. We don't gotta do that. So I'm just trying to like stay kind of ride off. If that makes sense. Shout out Alex. How you doing, Alex? Let me check. You say anything? Where we at? How do I get this? I'm still trying to figure out how to do this live stuff. All right, y'all. Let me think. I think I did 30 pounds. How heavy should I go? Last week, I think I did the 65, 55, right? Is it 55 or 65? Let's do the 50s, see how that feels, and then I can kind of gauge. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Anyways, how y'all doing? Okay, why my whole YouTube, I don't know if it's my algorithm or if it's just truly like that's what it is. I can't even log into YouTube and without seeing the Carmelo Anthony stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Why is it so out? Why is there so much like attention? It's the white black thing. That's it. Like people will be like, what if it was like two white guys? What if it was two black guys? Like it's the white black thing, period. Like even if it wasn't a white black thing, a racist thing, people are still like white black. Okay, cool. We're about to really blow that one up. Like I'm not saying this stuff happens every day, but there's stuff that happens every day that doesn't always get attention. Anyways, it still hasn't, as far as I'm concerned, hasn't died down. People are just keep doing commentary and they just keep people are riding the wave too. The commentators, but you gotta milk stuff like that. Like, I mean, especially content creator people. Phew. Phew. two, two, two. All right, that's 50. We can go 60. I'm thinking we can go 60. I keep forgetting. I'm not going to be doing an alternate. This just feels better for warming up. You guys are like, what is she doing? Um, but when I'm doing my set, I'm going to just do one leg at a time. Honestly, I haven't been doing a lot of pressing, leg pressing, a lot of quad stuff. But Friday, you guys saw me on that squat press machine, and I still have strength in my legs. You know, I'm not even training them like that for real. My stuff is glutes with secondary, kind of like secondary stuff with the legs. But don't get me wrong, when you're doing a lunge, yeah, you're getting back into that stretch, that glute stretch, right? But you still are recruiting. You're still recruiting, right? You're still recruiting like your quads and stuff. So they're getting work in. They're just not they haven't been prioritized. Grab my straps. I don't know if y'all do this. Well, see, most of y'all don't even wear gloves. Most of y'all don't even go to the gym. Let me stop. No. But if you do, I'm not gonna look. You guys might think this is weird or gross, whatever. I'll be sweating on my with my gloves on, and I'll take my gloves and I'll put them in my bag, and then I'll forget. Well, I don't even do that anyways. But sometimes when they're really too sweaty, I pull them out the next day and they'll still be wet. Or they'll have like a little bit of like a smell. I know that sounds gross. Whatever. It's that's normal. Kind of. It's a closed space. It's an enclosed space. So what I'm trying to say is wash your gloves. But I'm thinking that what I need to do, look, clip it if you want to. Well, you don't gotta clip my stuff because it's not gonna be viral or anything. But you feel what I'm saying? Like same thing with your shoes. I be trying to go home and just get up out the shoes. That's what you need to do though, because sweat and stuff. This is normal though. Some of y'all probably be. Don't let me smell y'all's gym bags. I mean, I'm just saying. I know I'm not making this up. What we got? You guys want to do 60? We'll do 60. I got my straps. All right. Yeah, I feel much better. My scalp yesterday was on fire. Okay, here we go. All right. So go ahead and use my straps. I was talking to this guy the other day. He's all like, I was like, you don't need straps for what you're doing. He had like 100-pound dumbbells. He was like, no. He was like, no, only when I get to like 140, which is fine. Some people have, I guess they have a certain level of grip strength, but I still think it's rough on your hands. There's a sacrifice. If it even if it feels like a little bit heavy, I'm I'm wearing straps because you guys don't know that when you're lifting something that's like heavier for your hands to hold or like your grip or even your forearms, it's like rubbing. You know what I mean? So that's what causes calluses and things like that. what I'm saying, I'm not talking about him. I'm just talking about the fact that I feel like people force themselves. Well, you don't have to. You can just wear straps. Phew. Choo. 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 Woo. Cha. Let's go with that. 8. We'll do 8. That's fine. Let me tell you. Um, Remember I told you guys like with the hip thrust. You saw it. You could get all the way. See, I guess I could do that here. Nobody's gonna die if I fail this, but I could fall, and then if I fall, I might die. I'm just joking. So, you feel me? Like this, but see, the thing is, you can start to tweak stuff. If you lift off weird, or if your ankle's rolling over here, and you're failing, and you're rolling and stuff, that's not a good look. You got to cut it off. But I'm just so thankful that remember I told you I had tweaked my shoulder. I feel like I had tweaked my shoulder last week. It's better. I feel good. I feel like 100%. I was scared. I was like, no, not another 5, 6 months of recovery. Oh my gosh, it happens, and I feel like I know what did it. That machine back there. I'm not mad at it though, because I think I figured out what I need to do. It's the seat and it's the grip. You know, it makes a difference. All right, let's do the other side. I was at the hair supply, the beauty supply store. I was actually gonna do blonde this time. I found this really cute blonde. I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him with this one. But then I was like, nah, that's this is not gonna hit as hard. Like, people can do blonde. Like people pull out blonde. Like I'm just like, let me go for that pink. Even the guy, well, I'm like, he got it. The guy who owned the beauty supply store, I went out and checked out. He was like, no, this is a nice color right there. This is a nice one right here. I was like, really? He was like, oh yeah, that's nice. So which leg we doing? I did this side, right? Oh shoot, what did I do? I did this, right? Okay, cool. So we going. Whew. Two. Two. All right. It's like almost. Why is the right side always want to do more? I don't know. I do think I should go up. We're not doing baby stuff around here. That's what some of y'all do. This is what I think y'all do. I think I'll use weights that, yeah, they're kind of heavy enough, but they're not like you gotta work. You know, that's how you know. You can do weights all day that are like kind of challenging. Yeah, kind of make you sweat. But is that going to get you to your goals? Look, I'm about to go into my little motivational segment. No, listen what I'm saying. I can already see that weight is challenging. It's just I could do more. You know, you feel it. You feel it in your bones. So I'm gonna go up. But I told you guys that last time. You keep putting these deposits in. That's all there is. I mean, it's all like if you think about it like that, that's all that is. You keep doing the same weight over and over, you're never gonna get anywhere. It's like spinning your wheels. Like literally, you know when people are trying to get out of a ditch or they're trying to get out of the snow and they're just spinning, you're not going anywhere. What are you doing? And then you're like almost digging yourself deeper into the hole or whatever you're at. All right, here we go. I know you guys are like, I'm not talking to y'all, but just bear with me. We're gonna have to do something a little bit different. Like maybe I do a segment where I stop and then like we'll talk. No, like I'm not gonna lie. I saw somebody on Friday. Every single time I tell somebody I'm here for 3 hours, they're like, 3 hours? Like, just like, okay. No, but they don't get it. That's what I told you guys before. I'm going live with y'all and I'm working out and I'm resting and things like that. But I do think, don't get me wrong, we'll get into a conversation and I'll just be slowed. I'll just be slowed down. All right, let me put this back. I'm gonna get the 65s. Okay. I'm seeing some new faces at the gym. It's kind of like, look, I'm just telling you guys my inner thoughts. I'm like, what are you doing here? But that's mean, right? No, it's cool. For the most part, I'm cool with you. Like, if you come to the gym, I know you're new, and you're smiling and you're like seem like inviting. That's fine. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the people I've been seeing lately, they'll say what's up. You know, so that's a good thing, right? Hey, yeah, like the guy over there, the guy I just waved at. I haven't seen him. I just started seeing him, and like since day one, he's always been like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or he'll wave, or he'll do a little fist thing, and I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Y'all ready? I went up, but like it's like, should I have gone up? I'm telling you, something about this left side doesn't want to do as many reps. Told you it's the lever. I think it's my leverages. All right. Whew. Let's go 8. Let's go. Let's go with that. That's fine. I went up in weight. I'm good. You know, we're good. You might think I'm hot with this towel on. It's actually kind of cooling for whatever reason. Because I think it's wicking. Is that a word? I think it's wicking. It is a word, but I don't know if I'm using it right. It's wicking the sweat or absorbing it. Versus, you know, when I'm like, you guys have seen me, when I'm like sweating all over and like I'm all sticky and my hair is sticking to the sweat and all these different things. But this is cool. I'm gonna just keep doing this. All right, let me check in with y'all. I know you guys are like, what is happening? Why you spell creatine like that? Or is that how you spell it? Um, Look, let me not clown. You do take creatine? Yeah, speaking of creatine, hey, I hold on, I gotta fix this. Whatever. Okay, so I got a creatine blend, creatine and glutamine. This morning I was like, should I do that one or should I do the 100% creatine? I just went with the mixture because my understanding, the mixture that I have, the creatine, glutamine, it helps you push through. I don't know. I don't understand it. Helps you push through during the workout. And then you got like 100% creatine. Don't quote me. My understanding that helps with the repair process more so, like, kind of, you know? So I do like the fact that the blend that I have is also for, and it helps within the workout itself, you know? So chili, that's y'all's favorite thing, Arturo. You know how when people make jokes and you're just like, bro, that's played out. It's not even funny anymore. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's everybody knows when you have adrenaline or where you're like alert or you're stimulated. We don't gotta do is chili. Just say what you gotta say. Just say what you gotta say. We don't gotta do all that. Like if you guys don't realize by now, like I'm straightforward. Like some of that stuff's not even okay. It is what it is, right? I honestly don't care. Like I mean you guys want me to care, but I just don't. I promise you don't. I don't. You get to the point in your life and you're just like, I heard this quote yesterday. It was like, you're only here once, right? It's the same thing with YOLO, right? YOLO, you only live once. You're only here once. It's all that. It's all that combined, right? What am I going to do? Care about stuff? But you should care. You should. No, you should do whatever you want to do. Like, you should do whatever you want to do. And I would say, like, at least in America, I don't know where all y'all are from. We do generally have the freedom to kind of do what we want. Not totally, right? But like, we have freedoms. So it's like, even if you want to think about it like that, some places you can't even do certain things. You can't even have more than one child and things like that. You can't have more than two children. I don't know if they did away with that, but I heard about that. You know. See, I'm falling. Okay. Hey. See, people are, some people are like really, really friendly. Even though I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't. I try not to put too much into like other people socially. You're like, hey, at the end of the day, I gotta make myself happy. Bottom line. But it is refreshing where you go to like a place that you go to every day, and then people are actually like pleasant, smiling. You know, I mean, we do have to interact with each other, like in space, generally. If I went to a gym where everybody was like being mean or a hater or like, I don't know, I probably wouldn't want to go back there. But then people be like, oh, you shouldn't let them affect you. I get what you're saying. There's this, like I said, there's like a little space where all I'm saying is like, I appreciate it. That's it. We don't gotta go past that. Like I said, the person who just walked past, that made me think. Always friendly, always saying hello. All right, we got 2 more sets. Not religion. What y'all talking about? What's F Lord? I don't know if it's motivation or not, but unfortunately, we do have to interact and share space. Right, coming from a so-called Pisces. Okay, so I don't really know what Pisces be like, but everybody wants to say all that stuff. I used to be into the Cancer thing, so I'm a Cancer. I used to be in that like, oh, it's okay. Not really. It's okay to be sensitive and emotional and all that because I'm a Cancer. That's what we're supposed to be like. And I'm like, no, hey, like I'm just like, first of all, I'm off of the horoscope stuff, the zodiac. But I used to like think it's okay. I told you guys I'm like in a different space now though. I gotta figure out which podcast it was on, but this one podcast was like, I was like, what is wrong with you people? Something about you're a man. I gotta find it because I can never say it as good as they. But basically, the thing is, it takes more. No, okay, it's coming to me. Nah, no, it was Kevin Gates. It was Kevin Gates. He was like, I cry every day. It takes more to be vulnerable than it does to be a hard person running around the streets. I beg to differ. You need to cut that stuff out. Cut it out. Once you can learn to sit with an emotion or whatever for like a little bit longer, like little longer, little longer, little longer, you're gonna master it. He's sitting up here saying go look, go watch. He's doing some stream things with I think it was like Adrian. Hey, I'm right here by the front door, so it's like people are coming in. But Kevin Gates, yeah, I don't agree with that. And he's probably trying to be one of the hardest guys. He's like, yeah, I always try to be hard, whatever, but I be crying every day, and it's good for a man to cry. No, it's not. That's just my opinion, though. Don't let them see you sweat. And then Adrian Bronner was like, I be crying in the shower because the tears blend in with the with the water. I was like, that's funny. Don't get me wrong. I don't be crying like that. But then I don't be like really in any weird situations these days. We're gonna go with that. Yeah, I like stop and I think I'm like, should I go? Should I go? No, we're good. That's 8. Um, no, I just make it different. I mean, you're gonna have some people that are gonna be like, Arlyn, if you keep it inside, you're just gonna like explode. You know, perspective. Like I said, for me, I've been sitting in different situations. You sit with that pain, you sit with that discomfort. Eventually, I mean, you guys have been through breakups, you've been through all these different things. That stuff goes away. You think in the moment, this will never pass, it'll never go away. I'm always gonna feel sad. Clockwork. Give it some time, it's gone. I don't know about you guys. So that lets you know. That lets you know that your brain is playing tricks on you, thinking you're because you're so emotional. That's why I feel like I told you about. I don't like saying journey, but I am definitely trying to be more on a stoic tip, stoic era. I like those words better. Journey is just I don't know why that bothers me so much. Words like journey. What side did I do? Let's do the right side. It's almost like a thermostat not needing to be increased to a certain temp because the room has adjusted to the desired temp. The temp is set, no work is required. That kind of threw me for a loop. Let's go ahead and pin that though, because that might, it's like I gotta think through that one. If okay, he might be getting when reacting to people who are talking with emotions like rage. It's simple to react with rage and grit in return. Sit and observe it from different perspectives, lenses, growth. It's hard to respond to violence with compassion, stoicism. Hey, Cody, I appreciate that. Yeah. So you feel me? Again, like I said, my main thing with social media: stop crying on the internet. Let's start there. Can we? Let's go ahead and start there, okay? Because people are so, and then you got people in the comments like, "You go, girl. You go, girl." They be like, "Let it out. It's okay." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay." Because, well, that's different. You come over here. Hold on. Um. Okay. So what we got? I'm trying to help. He had to put that thing back. The people who cry on the internet, whether it's live, let's get into it, whether it's live or whether it's actually pre-recorded and then you actually had to upload it. That's worse. Live is like, okay, I know I'm live and I'm literally crying right now and I'm live. You had to press the button and when you cry, usually like you feel the inside stuff happening first. And so you could just get off, right? But you're gonna cry to people on the internet and you're gonna like they're gonna be in the comments. Second of all, you got people who press record it, cry, snot nose, then they stop the recording, edit it or not, then go ahead and upload it. You're just like, whoa. And they may even put a little caption with it too. It's weird. I'm telling you. You guys would be like, oh, you're being insensitive. No, it's not. I promise you. It's not. But we're in a different age. People are doing really weird things these days. You can't even get mad. He's like, whatever. If you get mad at all this new age stuff going on, you drive yourself crazy. Ooh. All right. All right, y'all. Back up. So there's a lot going on. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't get the ponytail right how I want to do it today. It's all good. I gotta if you know. I just got my hair braided, so it's really tight, you know. So I can't like do my little styles like I want to. I gotta give it a few days so it loosens up and I could really start killing them. You know how I do. Let me stop. I appreciate y'all. I'm not gonna lie though. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, dang, this is a lot of pink. Sometimes I be outdoing myself, but it's cool because then some like moments I'll look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, that's real cute. So I don't know. It is a little bit more refreshing. I'm not gonna lie, like being a little bit different. Some people try to be different, like, and it's cringe. They just overdo it, and you're like, bro, you're trying to be different. You're trying to be different, right? It's so cool to be different. But I'm not gonna lie, like, if you can do it subtly and you got like the few things about you that kind of like stand out, but you're still, sane and grounded, that's the perfect. I think that's how I am. Like, I don't think I overdo stuff. All right, so we did two. I think we did both sides. We'll do one more. I'm in my way. Got some big news. What's the big news? Hey, how you doing, Moro? I did the correct leg. I went back. Oh, thank you. Did you? Thank. You know what? I was gonna use y'all for that. I'm just kidding. When in doubt, I'm gonna ask y'all if I did the right leg because wait, was there a question? Did somebody say anything else about it? No, but see, that's why I told you guys I can't even get too caught up in talking to y'all sometimes because I'm not gonna lie. Like I sometimes I forget. Even when I was recording my long form videos, I would have to go back and just rewind it and see what I actually did on certain exercises. I don't know what, for whatever reason, sometimes I forget stuff. So typically though, I I've been starting with my left these days. So that kind of helps me, but there's this odd time where I might start with the right. I think I start with the left because I'm right footed, right leg, right dominant. And I think maybe I'm naturally wanting to stabilize. I'm wanting to stabilize on the right first, and then I'll work. That's the only thing I can. Whatever. When you're trying to explain something, you're just like, I just can't. So, okay, let me know what y'all think about this one. I was talking to somebody over the weekend, or what day was that? Friday. You guys aren't gonna like this one. So we were talking about O.J. Simpson and the fact that he got off. The person I was talking to was like, "Yeah, he got off, but for the criminal case, right? We know he went to prison for stealing his memorabilia and all that stuff. All that stuff that he stole back, and then the civil case against him, he lost that, right? But just the criminal for the prison time for the criminal case, I'm like, he got off that. Somebody was like, well, he still deserved prison. I'm not even one of those fanatic people that were like running in the streets because I was like a child, right? So I just learned about some of this stuff. But would you guys be opposed to me saying that if he got off, not like let the best man win? I know it sounds crazy. You're like, but he murdered two people. Okay, I got you. But at the end of the day, you can't just go drop somebody in prison if they won their case. Period. Like at the end of the day, they won the case for whatever reason. They had a good team. They paid. This that. But the person was like, no, they still morally should be in prison right now. They should morally be in prison because, or for that, they should have gone to prison morally for that. And I'm like, yeah, but the way we're set up is that you have to go through. This is the way to get to prison. The only way to get to prison is go through the trial. If you win your trial, then you don't go to prison. So if you don't, I'd be thinking outside the box. Like, who are you to be like, no, 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 no. Hey, he beat his case. I got acquitted. Well, I don't know if that one was called acquitted, but when people say it got acquitted, this, that, and the third, they got acquitted. I mean, I got to reconcile that in my brain, right? Because it kind of intersects with morals and things, right? Choo. That was maybe 9. Who's talking slick? Six-pack workout. I don't be doing abs, but that's a whole nother ball game. We got to talk about being lean. Is diet lean? Diet and lean go together. And then if you actually want pronounced abs, you train them. I'm just not doing abs right now. There's criminal, there's civil, then there's new charges for new crimes. So what are you saying? I'm just saying that, right. Well, I think I know that. I think you know that too. So it's like the person I was talking to, we're kind of having a debate. They were like, morally, he should have been in prison for that. And I'm like, the only pathway, I was talking to Chad about it this weekend too, because I was like, really, like, nobody gets it. I'm not gonna lie, there's some stuff I be saying, and like, there's nobody I can talk to about this other than Chad. But Chad sometimes gets excited. It's like, I can't help you think of something that's gonna harm others. I'm like, I'm not saying I'm gonna harm others. like you guys are like, what are you asking it? No, it's very sensitive. I'm like, hold on, I'm not asking that. I never said that. And they're like, you're right, you didn't say that. I just have my programming is I'm programmed so that I don't lead people into harming others. Okay, whatever. I'm not. But I just asked it, if the only way to get into our prison system, those four walls, is to go through the trial process, right? Go through, if you get acquitted, you can't just get dropped in prison, which means the person kept saying, well, they should have been in prison anyway. Da, 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 da. You can't. So if you win your case, then you won your case, right? Should you be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go start a riot, da, da, da. Like, no, he won. He won that case. Just like everybody else that gets acquitted from their stuff. People be like, well, you should really still be in prison. Yeah, but you guys aren't really realizing the only way to get to prison is to go through that's the only fair way that man has made to get up in prison. You got to go through the trials and things, right? So in this day and age, you got to have like evidence. You got to convince 12 people on this jury XYZ. If they can't really convince them, then did you really do it? I know it sounds crazy, but that's the way to get up in prison. If you don't meet those things, then you're not getting sent to prison, period. So what do you make of that? Do you say, hey, he won, right? not really let the best man win. What can you say? You're gonna lose sleep over that? Versus, I mean, look at this Carmelo Anthony thing. And that's why they say people always complain, oh, the criminal justice system is not fair, it's not da, da, da. I mean, maybe it'll continue to evolve, but that's what we got. So either it's sending people to prison that didn't do stuff, or it's not sending people to prison that did stuff, or all different combinations, right? Wait, where am I at, y'all? Ev, go check. Oh, okay. Last leg. I'm gonna go for 9. Okay. All right, we're done. Okay. That's how I think. I mean, hey, I told the person I was having a debate with, they were like, no, but this is murder. Okay, but if we're just talking about crime, you know, I like to do my little thing on the road. So if I get a ticket and all I got to do is go in and ask, hey, was this thing calibrated? Or whatever I got to do. And they're like, you know what? Don't worry about it. What am I going to do? No, please, let me get the ticket. I want to pay the $200, $50 fine. I deserve it because I was speeding. No, nobody does that, right? I'm just trying to say that, like, not really if you can get off. No, but you know you were speeding and you know you should have paid the fine. Bro's gun wasn't calibrated. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? So no, I'm not gonna go out and start doing these crazy things. But it's like when you think about it, what are you gonna do? That's how our system is set up. You got to prove that stuff. And just like, oh, if you watch that Netflix thing, I really was very much enlightened about how bad the prosecutor side was, right? It's like you can have a strong defense and a weak prosecutor, or a strong prosecutor, weak defense, or you can have both, or whatever, right? So whatever that combo is kind of what you're gonna get. And it was like a perfect storm of like this black white thing going on back then too. So you guys like the black, it was crazy, right? I'm gonna come check in with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna trade out these towels, get some dry ones. My mom called me last night and she was talking to me, and I was literally trying to fall asleep. And I didn't go to bed till like it's like 11:30. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be feeling that. But my alarm goes off at 3:45. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I mean, but that's because I took my pre-workout. Hey, have to take feelings out of it. Unfortunately, that's the only way to navigate without becoming emotional and losing sight. Yeah. You feel me, Ev? I appreciate like all your like interesting takes on some of the stuff I be talking about. You were knocked out. No, I usually really be falling asleep around 8:30, but I took this long nap after. So yesterday when I got my hair braided, first of all, it was like really tight. So I'm trying to take a nap and I gotta like lay in the pillow like this. I can't even like lay like this. I'm laying like this. I'm trying to take a good nap. I didn't wake up till like 5 p.m. So you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna be up. So yeah, it was a little bit messed up. My little pattern. Have to take feel okay. They only made penitentiary in jails for free slave work. It's called modern day slavery. To be told, don't worry about them. I'm saying, let's just try. Look, you can either leave the comments or don't. Don't worry about it. I don't want you to be stressed out. It's not worth it. It's not just in here. Go to any live. Well, I went to some lives over the weekend. I didn't see. It just depends, I think, on how many people really be up in those lives. But a lot of times you're gonna find people just saying whatever. You guys watch what's his name? Aaron the plumber. He's funny. He's a funny guy. For whatever reason, I caught his live. It just popped up on my YouTube. I sat in on that. They were doing some battling on TikTok. I don't really know what that was about. Um, but some people that are actually just like full of personality. I mean, I don't know if he claims to be a comedian. He's just funny. Like he just, somebody just like they're not even trying to be funny. They're just like naturally funny. They say little slick stuff, kind of like that. So I think he's entertaining. If you guys ever want to check him out, yeah, you guys can check him out. All right, what we got? I got some reverse 45-degree hyper extensions. Hey yo, I gotta fix my hair. What's he doing over there? Somebody's on it. All right, how long have I been on here? About an hour and a half. Thanks, Lamar. Now I could really kind of like talk to you guys. I be talking to y'all, try to figure out what the topic is, coming back, reading comments, trying to figure out what side I did, trying to count. Anyways, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know. No, bulky. I'm in this weird space. I'm just kind of like freestyling at this point. I, I mean, yeah, I actually was going on a little cut journey, and I just realized that Laura, you still on here? I forgot to come back to see what you said because I'm interested in to see what you were saying. I'm not intentionally bulking either. I'm eating. I hate when people say intuitive, but I can't lie. I don't eat to get full. I've gotten good at knowing, like, some people can't stop themselves. They just keep eating and their stomach just keeps getting fuller. For like, I know, like, that felt like a good portion. I mean, yeah, I don't have it down to an absolute science, but what I'm doing is I'm fueling my body. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I was like right on the mark or close to it on what I need for my nutrition. Because I've done the whole tracking thing. I've been very vigilant about it. Like, I gotta wake up and I gotta type it in the app. You just get used to knowing like what portions are like. I can even feel it. Like, if I feel a little bit not sleepy, but just like sluggish, go ahead and get some carbs in my system. that ups me. Like, yeah, intuitive. I hate that word. I'm into words. I don't like the word journey and I don't like the word intuitive, but who cares? You are the law and order. I appreciate you, Tabito. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. So let me see if that guy's still on it. All right. I'll probably let's call it a quits. Let's call it quits here because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. And I already know that if I go out there to do the hyper extensions with y'all, I'm already thinking like there's a walkway and there's another walkway. And it's just not going to be right. So that's why I'm just like closing out with y'all here and we'll talk more tomorrow. No, I know. No, it's not you. It's me. I promise. It's me. No, because I don't like words that are so like I try not to like follow the crowd with these like catchphrases. Everybody wants to talk about intuitive eating, intuitive. Bro, you don't know what your intuition is. Like it's coming from people that don't really have a clue. Oh, I'm just being kind of like intuitive with it. They'd be like that. Or what's the other one? Intermittent fasting. I don't know. I've never tried it. It sounds like a scam to me. It just sounds weird because here's why. Everybody knows you need fuel to lift weights. How are you doing no, how are you doing intermittent fasting and you're lifting? I'm trying to figure out how that works. That's why it's stupid. It might work for people who are maybe just trying to lose fat only, but they're not really trying to push a whole bunch of weight, lift a whole bunch of weight. When you're lifting weights, you have to fuel your body so you can have the carbs. You can be carved up too. Whew. How are you doing that with no energy? Are you following? So then when I hear these things, it's like, hey, yeah, I'm doing like this little intermittent thing. Okay. But I do think that maybe it has worked. It can't be a total scam. Things we already okay. I be explaining myself. Okay, I'm gonna go, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna talk more tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I I actually really like upper body day, so we're gonna have some fun with that. My shoulder feels better. We're good. Back in the game. If you go to sleep, technically you're yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. But when you're sleeping, okay, let me hit you with this one. When you're sleeping, aren't you in like a state where things are shut down more? You're in one spot. You're breathing like a certain level, right? You don't have high energy demands. Follow me, okay? Versus if you're up and you're moving around and you're going to Walmart, you're going this there, going to work, going to all these different places. You're intermittent fasting. You don't have that energy to burn to get you throughout your day. Every move you make, you're burning calories. Are you feeling me? Smoke. Whatever, Matt. We've already been through this before. I don't care what you have to say. It's all good. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Make them go like this and make them go right now? I mean, no, Robert. Tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I'm just taking a little breather to catch up with y'all because I really wasn't talking to y'all when I first got on here. I was more so talking at y'all. True for the person that ate 3 or more hours before sleep, but if a person eat and lay down, body's still working overtime for a while. Okay, kind of to digest that and things. I know we like sweat during our sleep. Kind of, we might be doing a little bit of excreting some stuff. I don't see how people get up, go to the gym, and don't take a shower. When I wake up, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying I feel like gross. I just feel like no, I want to be fresh. When I leave the house, I want to be super fresh. All right, y'all. We're gonna do a little physique. I was at the hair place, and the guy was like, "You work out, don't you?" And I wasn't even wearing anything tight or anything because I could tell, I can't even go places. Like I can go here, right? People will see what's up. But I be just trying to be like low key outside of here, and it still don't work. They want us, where do you go to the gym? Oh, how long you been working out? Same things. You know, it's just like okay. I just I don't want to get into all that. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.